Many women deal with the itching, excessive vaginal discharge, irritation, etc., that are associated with having a vaginal yeast infection. In many cases, treatment of a vaginal yeast infection with conventional treatment options only leads to a recurrence of this vaginal infection, which means that you will continue battling a vaginal yeast infection year after year. This article discusses this type of vaginal infection as well as helping you discover how to kick a yeast infection to the curb naturally for good. Many women battle many types of vaginal infections, and one of the most common types is a vaginal yeast infection. Approximately 75% of women will suffer from this vaginal infection at some point in their lives. What is candidiasis? Vaginal yeast infections are also known as genital candidiasis, vaginal candidiasis, or vulvovaginal candidiasis. This type of vaginal infection is caused by a type of fungus or yeast, Candida. There are many types of fungus in a human body that can lead to a yeast infection, but the most common type, found in about 92% of the cases, is known as Candida albicans. Up to 50% of women naturally show the presence of various types of Candida in the vagina, which never leads to a vaginal infection. There are many naturally occurring bacteria in the vagina that keep Candida albicans under control. If something affects this balance of good bacteria in the vagina that keeps vaginal infections in check, candidiasis may develop when the Candida albicans growth exceeds normal levels. Candidiasis is usually not a serious health condition and can be treated with various prescription or over-the-counter medications. Although not considered a serious health condition, it can be a sign of more serious underlying medical conditions that can lead to complications if the treatment of vaginal yeast infection is not pursued by the sufferer. Causes of candidiasis. Various factors can change the normal balance of the vagina, leading to candidiasis, such as having a weak immune system resulting from pregnancy, chemotherapy, chronic diseases, etc. Other factors include the use of steroids or antibiotics that can destroy the good bacteria and lead to various vaginal infections. The use of vaginal douches, hormonal changes, too tight underwear, etc. can also lead to this infection. Symptoms of candidiasis. Although many women do not show any candidiasis symptoms at all, some of the symptoms associated with a yeast infection include, but are not limited to, itching in and around the vagina. This itching may lead to soreness and pain during urination. Another one of the yeast infection symptoms is the presence of redness around the vagina or vulva areas. This redness and soreness may cause pain during sexual intercourse. Another common sign of candidiasis is the presence of an excessive vaginal discharge that looks like cottage cheese. This discharge may smell like beer or bread or not smell at all and appear slightly yellow or whitish. This discharge can also vary from being thick to being clear and thin. These various symptoms are similar to other vaginal infections such as bacterial vaginosis, and only a doctor will be able to tell you conclusively whether you are suffering from a yeast infection or some other vaginal infection. Candidiasis treatment. There are many traditional treatment methods for candidiasis, such as creams, pills, gels, lotions, vaginal suppositories, etc., that are available over the counter or by prescription. Those who use traditional medicine treatment methods may experience a recurrence of this type of vaginal infection in the year following treatment, since traditional medicine does not treat the root cause of a yeast infection. Traditional treatment options only treat the yeast infection symptoms. In addition, traditional medicine is not only expensive but can lead to other vaginal infections such as bacterial vaginosis, etc. It is important to know that holistic treatment methods for the treatment of vaginal yeast infection have been found to be just as effective, if not more effective, at ridding sufferers of these vaginal infections for good, because they seek to treat not only the symptoms of candidiasis but the root cause as well, so that women do not experience a recurrence of yeast infections after they use natural treatment methods. Holistic or natural treatments for candidiasis use various ingredients that are available in your home or a local health store and are not usually as expensive as traditional treatment options. Natural treatments are also side effect free, since they work with the body and not against it, using natural or organic ingredients. Making a lifestyle change is also important when using natural treatment methods. Changes to diet are usually recommended as well. Linda Allen, certified nutritionist and former yeast infection sufferer, teaches you her Candida Freedom step-by-step success system, jam-packed with valuable information on how to naturally and permanently eliminate your yeast infection from the root and achieve lasting freedom from Candida-related symptoms. For detail, click the link below in description.